All right, so what is your name?
My name's Jeff.
All right,
I'm
and
John.
you're John. Okay, and so these gentlemen just shared with me that they have hiked portions of the Appalachian Trail, and so John has hiked how many miles?
About 800.
800, and you went from Springer to
I went from Springer to Mount Rogers.
Mount Rogers.
And then I did some, when I lived up north, I did in the White Mountains.
Oh, you did the Whites.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
So,
afraid of the Whites.
It's a dangerous place.
Okay. Well, good on you for being up there.
But I now work on, do trail maintenance for the Mountains to Sea Trail. It goes from Clingman's Dome out to Ocracoke, the beach.
And when are you going back next to try and do some more work on that?
Like Saturday. Like
Wow.
2 days from now.
That is so incredible.
And Monday.
And Monday. You know,
I work on different sections.
He's my hero. He's been able to do this.
Oh.
Carries a chainsaw with him on a. I mean,
you carry a
I do
chainsaw?
he's a living, everyday Paul Bunyan. That's what he is. He is right. He is right there.
It's not true.
Okay, and you have hiked how many miles?
About 400. I've walked through the park, up through North Carolina, and then about 3/4 of the way through Virginia. Virginia's on a relative basis to up north, which is where the hiking is really tougher.
Right.
It's fairly easy.
And I got him to go with me on chainsaw work. I got him to go out with me because you have to have 2 people. And I got him to go with me, and we hiked part of the Mountains to Sea Trail to get to the place where you did the cutting. So I just cut dead trees off the trail, basically.
Well, I leave in early February.
Well,
And where are you going?
I'm going
early
to.
February from Springer?
Hmm.
Oh, do you really?
That's going to be cold.
Thank you. It is going to be very cold.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so
that's-
I figure it's going to take me about 7 months. And so
got a
I'm.
big support group. The people that are going to stage you along the way to bring. You got to stage your new pair of boots, different clothes.
My husband is
food.
a good support system.
Good.
So I have my
Okay.
husband.
You got to have somebody. I mean,
Have you done any of it before?
I've done 3 shakedown hikes,
Yeah,
and
okay.
so in all 3 of them, I started from Amicalola and went to Neal's Gap and hiked back.
Neal's Gap's where the shoes tree is, isn't it?
It is. It is the shoe tree. That's right.
You have to remember, as I'm sure you do, is that if you want to look at something, you stop. Otherwise, you walk looking at your feet so you don't trip over things.
Yeah, you know, I am doing that because I have a little problem with my balance. So I do have my trekking poles, and I look down.
Yeah, there's very few open places. Most of it is just trees.
Most of
growing
it's
up.
the green tunnel, but
Yeah,
there's
that's right.
areas that's
Yeah.
just beautiful.
Yeah.
What I didn't walk is that really bad place in New Hampshire that's all rocks. You have to climb under and over, and it takes a half a day to go 2 miles.
It goes over the top of Mount Washington.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that.
Washington.
I did that. I did that.
That's amazing.
There's a sign, a great big sign, when you enter the Mount Washington area. It says, "Be prepared for winter, no matter what the month is."
That's exactly right.
Many people who have not heeded this sign have died of exposure.
That's exactly right.
And do you know that there have been some hikers that have died in the last couple of weeks up there?
Oh yeah.
In the last couple of weeks, what are you doing there in the last couple of weeks?
I don't want to discourage anybody from hiking because it's great, but you got to use your head,
Right.
when to go and when not to go.
Well, you have to have the gear. You have to be prepared. You have to have the clothes. You've got to have the food. You've got to know. You got to know where you're
Somebody
going.
else has to know where you are.
So 20 years
great.
ago, in the middle of July, we're driving around New Hampshire, and I had no idea, but we come up on Mount Washington. So, well, let's do this. So we take the Cog Railroad, which there's a Cog Railroad at the bottom that you go up.
Oh,
which is sort
right.
of-
I've seen that.
Which is sort of interesting. The boiler is set like this because it's so steep that unless they do that, the water you wouldn't be able to blow the steam and get it up. But anyway, we get up. It's 65 degrees. We get up at the top. It's, I don't know, something below 30. It's snowing horizontally. You can't see the weather station, which is what? 30 yards away from where the train stops up there or something like
absolutely.
that. Unbelievable at that point in time. Must have been 30 hikers in the weather station at that point in time. And I asked the lady behind the counter, I said, "Do you let them stay here overnight?" She said, "They have to leave. They can't stay here, and they can't ride the train back down. So if you walk up, you walk down, either going north or going
Why
back
can't they
south."
ride the train back down?
I don't know.
Because they don't have a ticket and they won't let them do it. I don't know.
So you guys are fascinating. Thank you so much for talking to
Absolutely.
me. I have enjoyed meeting you. I'm going to sign off here. Hold on.
One, are you a bulldog with the hat on?
I am. We just won the national championships. Did you watch that game?
You're an UGA fan.
I am an UGA fan. Did you watch the game?
Well, I hate to say this, but it really wasn't.
It wasn't a game. It was actually very sad.
First 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was kind of sad, but you know.
Bye-bye. Be good.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Well, that was just incredible. So long, fellas. Man, I love when that happens. It's just unexpected. I mean, wow. I forgot what I was talking about before I ran into them. You know, I'm going to try not to get choked up here. My mission, vision, and goal, and I keep saying that over and over. I hope you all don't get tired of hearing it, because I'm not trying to overuse that phrase. My mission, vision, and goal is to encourage and inspire older individuals, those with physical limitations and disabilities, and females hiking solo, 80 and 71, and they still hike, and they are hiking sections of the Appalachian Trail and doing trail maintenance, carrying heavy chainsaws up trails to clear them for those of us that are coming behind. That just goes to show you, age is just a number, and some of you are truly disabled and cannot leave your home or cannot move well outside of your home. For those of you that cannot, you know, my heart hurts for you. For those of you that need some inspiration, please walk to the mailbox. We've talked about this before in other videos. Walk to the mailbox, move, get off the couch. Come on, let's go. Hike with me. Come on, hike with me. We can do it. We can do it together. And if you can't hike, I will hike for you. My dad, you know, sometimes I get a little choked up whenever I speak with older people that are out, and they share how old they are with me, and they're so active. And you often hear me say, come on, just walk to the mailbox. The reason I do that, even though I've shared it in a couple of other videos, is because my dad was a smoker, and he had chronic obstructive pulmonary disease in both of his lungs, and he died sooner than he should have. And even though he stopped smoking for several years before he died, the damage was already done and could not be repaired or reversed. So when you hear me say, come on, get off the couch, walk to the mailbox, it's because he couldn't walk to the mailbox. He couldn't walk to the mailbox. And it was maybe, I can't remember how many feet. I've said it in another video, and I don't want to say the wrong thing again, because the first time I said it was the right amount. It wasn't very far. And that's one of the reasons my mission, vision, and goal is to speak to those people that need encouragement, to say, walk to your mailbox, get off the couch, come on, hike with me, walk with me, bicycle, do something. And those gentlemen, they were incredible. They moved me to tears. If you all don't know by now, I'm pretty tenderhearted. It's the way I'm made. I appreciate you spending time with me this afternoon and letting me share my thoughts with you. And that unexpected encounter with those two gentlemen, that made my afternoon. I don't know if it's going to make yours, but it made mine. And I meet the most incredible, neatest people over here at this park. I just do. I'm going to close for now, but I do want to thank you for joining me today. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next video.